Yes. Got out of my wheelchair. By week 4, it was put away. I didn't even feel like I might have to use it. And I've been walking ever since.
Deb,
Yes.
I've been so excited to be able to do this testimonial since week 2 of you starting treatment. Now it's been 90 days. Can you please share with us how you came to our clinic in terms of what your neuropathy was like at that point?
When I first came in, it really sucked. I had so much effect from my neuropathy as far as I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair. As far as grasping things or just sensation wise, I really was disheartened about what life would look like, a couple years from now. And I was kind of at the end of the rope looking for something. And as a nurse, I was skeptical about anything that claimed to reverse neuropathy. And I'd been to a neurologist for years, and there was just like nothing they could do for me, so to speak.
And, when you came in the clinic, we did a lot of different tests and being able to determine how bad your neuropathy is. And we ended up being able to start some form of therapies and treatments. And how quickly did you start noticing changes?
Small changes within the first week. Actually, within the first few days, when I started using the therapies. And the most exciting thing was I'd get off the foot vibration plate, and still vibrate. So I would tell my husband, "Oh, I feel that. That's just amazing." So within a few days.
Within a few days. And I remember there was a big milestone 2 weeks in. Can you share with us what that was?
I no longer had to use my wheelchair. Is that the milestone we're talking about? Yes. Got out of my wheelchair. By week 4, it was put away. I didn't even feel like I might have to use it. And I've been walking ever since. Due to a previous stroke, I have to watch my distance. But one of the milestones for me was I walked 500 feet to a neighbor's house to a pool party. And I had not even been able to walk to my mailbox. So that was exciting.
So from a wheelchair to walking 500 feet.
Yes.
In about a month's time,
That
right?
was about a month, yes.
About 1 month. And now it's been 90 days. It's been 3 months. We've gone through the treatment. What % better would you say you are at this point with your neuropathy?
95% better.
95% better.
Mm-hmm.
What changes have you noticed in terms of what your abilities are and just what you feel throughout the day?
Well, I'm not nervous about, walking through the house. I don't need any help getting in and out of bed. I've actually stood in the kitchen and cooked a few meals, short meals, because it makes me nervous still doing that. But I've walked outside. I, have walked around the yard a little bit, looking at things. I don't feel like I have to have my husband's arm all the time. And he's been able to leave me at home and without any fear of me being by myself or that I would not be able to help myself while he's gone. So that's been a big improvement for both of us.
That's incredible. You've seen these changes and you've really been a model patient throughout. What would you say has been your secret to reversing your neuropathy?
I think being able to stay on the therapies and stay on the diet. The diet has not been difficult. And once you're used to the diet, you don't crave anything. You don't, wish that your diet was different. Even when things are presented to you, like either on a menu or something somebody has cooked, you just don't even want it anymore. And so it's been very easy to do the diet. The therapies are very easy to do. They don't create any discomfort. In fact, they're relaxing. And so I haven't had anything that I would say has been a problem staying on this therapy at all, even at 90 days.
Mm-hmm. And you've actually been able to do most of your therapies, really all your therapies, from home, right?
At home, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we live about 3 hours drive from here. And so it's not like I could just run to the clinic if I needed something or so yes, once we went home, I was pretty independent. And we've come monthly to the clinic for our visits just because we wanted to see everybody. But yes, it's been very easy independently.
Good. So you feel that, you said you were independent after you left, but it sounds like you still felt like you had the resources and everything you needed to succeed.
Oh, absolutely. And the phone calls make a big difference because if I did have a question that popped up, I'd just save it for the phone call and they were always answered, very expertly. And that was our reach out, was the phone calls.
Excellent. And what would you say to someone who's in a similar situation as you? They're struggling with neuropathy. Maybe they're in a wheelchair too, or maybe they're very skeptical about a treatment or a program like this. What would you say to that person?
Just do it. You owe it to yourself to just do it. I mean, if your fear is that you won't get any better, you won't get any better if you don't do anything about it. So at least take a risk on some improvement. And in my case, the risk was phenomenal. And I'm just so glad that we did it.
Well, we're so glad that you did the treatment and program as well. And we really love just having you come in the clinic with your vibrant energy. And I remember that time when you walked in and you actually walked and not wheeled into the clinic. And you looked at me and you said, "Is there something different here?" And I had to take like a triple look because you were walking and not in a wheelchair.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about for us, Debbie. Do you have any other last thoughts or any other last comments that you want to say?
I think we've pretty much covered all of it. I would have to reach out to those skeptical people again and say, this really does work. It's just incredible. I was skeptical when we came in. I found it online and we made an appointment. My husband didn't mind driving the 3 hours just to investigate. And so for those who don't even want to move forward with an inquiry or a telephone call or something, please just do it. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to your kids, your grandkids. Just do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Deb. I'm sure this will help a lot of people.
I hope so.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like it by hitting the thumbs up button down below. Also, you can share it with a friend or family member by hitting the share button. That's the little arrow at the bottom of the video. You might also want to subscribe to the channel. What you're going to do there is hit the little button at the bottom right side of the video. That way, when new content comes out, you'll be the first to know. Lastly, please comment. I'd love to hear your comments. I will read it and I will respond. Thank you and have a great day.